September 20th, 2018. It's about quarter after 11 at night. Tomorrow is what is known as D-Day. Denture Day is what it's known. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have an appointment to go in and have all of my top teeth removed, and they're going to put in an immediate denture over it. Not gonna lie to you, I'm low-key freaking out, having a lot of anxiety, mainly because, like, even though I've been watching videos constantly about what to expect for your first 7 days, and, you know, the things that you have to get used to, things that I can and cannot eat, you don't really know what to expect until you go through it. So, you know, typically anxiety is really normal. They're gonna put me out, so, like, they're gonna hook up an IV, pump in some medication, and then knock me out, and I'll wake up and don't even know that it happened. But that also kind of helps with, like, doesn't help with the anxiety, but I kind of just wanted to make a before and after video, especially the night before the surgery. You know, there's a lot of anxiety associated with this, and that's not uncommon. It's very normal. I'm very aware of that. Like I said, I've been watching a ton of videos about people who's gone through the process, people who are older, people who are younger, like younger than me. I'm 25. People about my age. I have friends who have dentures, so this isn't like super uncommon. It's just there's a lot of fear associated with having all of your teeth removed, being put under, which I'm not comfortable with, but I'd rather do it that way than be awake. And I don't know, just the whole thing has kind of got me stressed out, but I wanted to make, even for like a personal record, just me speaking for the last time publicly with these broken ass teeth. Like, let this be a reminder, especially while I'm going through the pain, like, this was very worth it, because my teeth are going to look so much better at the end of this, and I'm going to feel better. So let's talk a little bit about why I have broken teeth and why my teeth look the way they do. I could come up with some lie and tell the people, like, oh, I have this rare disorder, or I have, like, this rare disease where my teeth just break. And to be quite frank, 90% of this is hygiene. Not saying that I don't brush my teeth, but don't brush them often enough, especially now, like, that I know that they're destroyed and I'm getting new ones. I have kind of lacked a little bit, and that is absolutely disgusting, and I'm completely aware of that. However, a part of it does have to deal with the fact that my mom has bad teeth, or had bad teeth. She has dentures now. My brother and my father, on the other hand, have perfect teeth, and it's ridiculous. So, most of this comes from bad hygiene practice, especially when I was a kid. I never took care of my teeth, so this is just, you know, one of those things that has caught up with me over the years, and, you know, now I'm in my mid-20s, and I'm on the day before surgery. I do have a phobia called emetophobia. Emetophobia is the, like, unrelenting fear of vomiting. Anything that associates with it, sick people, the thought of it, being around it, smelling it, hearing it, doing it, etc., puts me in an absolute panic. And I have a very sensitive gag reflex, which in turn, you know, kind of triggers my panic response to gagging in a dentist office. So as a kid, I actually avoided the dentist at all costs, because I got gagged every single time I was there, because they'd always go in the back of my mouth, and they didn't care that I had a gag reflex, and they just do what they want to do, and I'd end up gagging in the seat, and then it wouldn't show up again for like 4 years. So, not putting full blame on that, but that is part of a reason as to why, and honestly, a lot of the reason why I'm so anxious now. When I had my consultation for my surgery back in early August, I was talking to the surgeon about it, and I said, so how often is it that people experience nausea or vomiting post-surgery? And he said, some people do. And that's because, you know, there's blood that gets on your stomach, plus the opiates that they use to put you out. You're not allowed to eat before, and, you know, you're supposed to take food with opiates, and, you know, there's a lot. So thankfully, they have been kind enough to give me some anti-nausea medicine before they put me under, so that when I wake up, it shouldn't be an issue. But see, you know, that as far as me, and to get to know me on a personal level, a lot of the things that I do, a lot of my coping mechanisms, and a lot of my anxieties stem from that. So it can be very crippling. And I will say that going through this process, I've learned to get over some of that, because, like, I don't know if y'all have had impressions, but it's literally a tray of goop that they just stick on your teeth, and that shit slides in the back of your throat, excuse my language, but that was the most horrible experience of my entire life. And I have to do it again in about 6 months. Needless to say, though, I will definitely take this process over dealing with what I've had to deal with since at least June. Beginning of June, I started having a lot of pain and, like, up here in my jaw, like along my molars, and it turns out I had a cavity that had stretched all the way to my nerve, and like I can feel it all the way up to my brain. Like right here is a constant throb, and it hasn't stopped in like the last 3 months. So it gets to the point now where if it hurts too much, it's crippling. Like I was at work and I had a meltdown because I was in so much pain and nothing was working. I was taking up to like, and I do not condone this, 2,000 milligrams of Tylenol at a time, plus a half a bottle of Orajel, and it wouldn't even touch it. I know that nobody is comfortable with the idea of having to get dentures, but my job is to lead a team of people and to talk to customers all day. I'm also a musician. I'm a spoken word artist. I am a public speaker of some sorts and advocate for different things, especially for people who grew up in homes of substance abuse or child abuse and neglect. So when I get to speak in front of these people, it's really humiliating, honestly, when they see this. You know, just a mouth full of broken teeth, and it's not pretty to look at. You know, all of my pictures, I'm just constantly smiling without my teeth. But tomorrow morning, I have my surgery to get all of these broken teeth fixed and to finally start reclaiming my life again. And I hope that if anyone watches these videos and they finally come up with that courage, that final thing of saying, hey, you know what? Yes, I think I'm going to finally go do it. And again, discuss with your doctor, your dentist, figure out what options work for you. For me, it was, several years of like, okay, well, we can fix them all, but it'll cost this. And, I tried my hardest to save them. But at the end of the day, this is what works best for me. And your dentist will know what works best for you. And although this will not be fun, this is definitely not going to be the most exciting time in my life. At the end of the day, the end result will be something that I'm extremely happy with. And I finally get to smile and actually show my teeth. And I cannot tell you how excited I am. But stay tuned, and there'll definitely be more updates as far as post-surgery starting tomorrow. That's my smile. Oh my god. Beautiful. And the horrible lisp.